Good morning. It's Miss Lady T. I don't know why I'm being so quiet while my dogs are sleeping. Oh, my cat. That's gone. Anyway, not crying today. Dude, the shit that happens to people is a trip. I'm just... Oh, kitty. Oh, hi. I'm sitting here watching, Saw. Laura Reeds, I believe. I watch her a lot. But you can't in any way make all this shit up. And I'm not in my normal setup, but I'm just the most today, damn. Anyway, my experiences the last, I don't know, month, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. And as bad as it's gotten around this town and around my family, it's just, God. You got people, you have a karmic that can't let go. You got me that panic when anything happens, and they're used to this. Everybody's used to me. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Which is what I did when they got my car. Since then, handled it, deal with it. When I get a ride to go somewhere, I can get my shit, come back. But damn, dude, I mean, the shit they're trying to pull. I guess this morning I want to talk a little bit about energy and the stuff that people do to try to make you react. And I'm not saying that it's human nature to react to shit, right? To tragedy, to trauma. But when people go out of their way to just try to make you do the most, and it's almost comical to sit back when you don't react, and they're just like, well, this is it. Well, I don't know what you're going to do. And it's like, yep, thing will work out. That pisses these people off. And I don't know why somebody wants to have somebody in distress or I don't know, just fucked up in the head, which I don't think in my life I've ever been so at peace. Right now, there's things that happen for a reason. I couldn't understand why my car got took, or 2 days ago my internet got disconnected, and I'm like, not saying I ain't rich by any means. I get my bills paid as I can get them, whatever. My job was taking care of my mother, which you don't even want to. I'm like, well, you're going to know about it because I'm going to tell you. They are freaking out. The things I have to tell you, you can't make these things up. And I will pull cards too. And I'm listening to these people are out to help us. They're here to help us. I mean, you gotta use discernment. You gotta watch the right ones. But when you don't use it as a guide, which I used to do that, and you can't look for tarot to be like, oh God, if I don't watch tarot, I'm not gonna know what to do. You have to go in. You have to go within. There's sometimes when I used to work a lot at my 9 to 5, beginning of last year, it was hard. I had to, there's all those energies coming at you at work. Do this, go faster, do better. It's break time, it's not break time, blah, blah, I'm glad I'm out of that rat race, but it has been difficult. I'm not going to say I don't have a check at Friday waiting for me, and I schedule my bills to be paid. Can't do that. I'm paying my bills on the fly as they come, as turnoff comes, as shutoffs happen, as things get took. It happens. It happens. But, again, I gotta get on here. It's part of the spell work and stuff that's been going on around me is it's taken confidence. It's taken strength. I can confident here, but when I get on here, it's just like, they're going to make fun of you. Your makeup's not right. Your hair's not curled. You don't have the right clothes on. It's not the right time of the day. It's not the right look. All these things. Overthink. You got to stop overthinking. And I think when I wake up in the morning first is when I'm at my most, the silence and there's, all the both dogs are sleeping, my cats. I try to turn some of these lights off when I go to bed, but there's my love. I gotta have love. And I sit here, and it's pretty cool. I like my room. It's pretty cool. But it brings me peace. And I like lights, I like things happening, and, all this craziness. But I don't know how far I want to go into this morning, and oh my God, it's just, well, last time I was on here, I was talking about my car being took, and how I didn't want to call my ex. And it was like every family member I had pulled back. It was like there's no choice but to call my ex. I mean, I'm sure there was choices. This is when you have to trust in divine timing. Don't jump ahead. God's got you. Jesus has got you. But it's hard to get you when you jump ahead, and we do have, I always forget what you call, do our own thing. We have that, what do they call it? I'm having a brain fart. Part of that human experience, if you panic, the first thing in your mind is like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta call this one, I gotta make nice with this one, not that you've burnt bridges and stuff, and maybe you did burn bridges. I try not to do burn bridges, but I had to reach out to somebody that I really usually don't mess with. We used to have something, and now we don't. Still don't. Still don't. But 20 text messages later, 43 text messages later, voicemail after voicemail. It's just, back off. We spent the holidays Thanksgiving, and then I seen that this isn't right. No emergencies happened or anything. It was just the holidays, and it was like, I don't think he has anybody. I really don't have people, so I'm just like, we'll hang out, whatever. Well, the shit falls downhill, and guess who had the mouth open? Yeah, not real shit, but just, dude, don't do that shit. Get over it, work through it. That's stuff you have to heal. Christmas, I didn't see family. I didn't want to look on their faces, because it's like, when they took my car, I usually play it by the week. I mean, if I didn't have it and I have to buy food or I have to pay utilities, I would take it just like, okay, I'll get my car back. I always stay in contact with them. I had a car repoed before. If you ignore them and you don't pay it, they're going to come get your car. That's just how that happens. Had my car like 7 years. Should have been paid off, but we ain't going to get into my finance bullshit. Which, let me cover some lies that's going on out there. She's this, and she's that, and she's lady of the night, she's lady liar, she's lady what. I'm sorry, why would my car get took? Why would I be looking for food? Why would I be looking for food for my dogs and cats if I'm making all this money from doing the most, is what's out there. So I'm just like, no. Take care of my mother, that's how that works, and that's how I pay my bills. So let me get that out. But anyway, I just want to cut the deck and see what it says. The world. This is why you have to have faith. Faith. Oh my God, have faith. Have faith. There's a couple things that happened a couple days ago. I'm just like I said, I time my bills. Like, I know exactly when shit's gonna happen. I'm prepared. It used to be devastating, but I can get over it and figure it out and move on. My internet went off, and I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna do my videos? And I'm thinking, okay, it's alright. Start thinking in my head. I'm like, hotspot. I can do this with that phone and that with this phone. I got my old phone. I play it for music. It doesn't really do anything else for anything else, because SIM card got messed up and it doesn't do anything. That's why I had to get this one. This is my son's. Speaking of my kids, oh my God. Have you ever heard of somebody, now I do have a grandson on the way. Yay. About 6 weeks, I believe. My car was took, right? The repo guy. So it's not stolen or anything like that. deal with it, figure it out, move on. Okay. I still don't have like transportation, but I still, my friends, I call friends or my brother or somebody, hey, you're gonna be in the area, take me to the store, whatever. Solved, move on, get your shit, go back home. Okay. My oldest son texts me, what are you gonna do, Mom? You're just gonna, I hate to see you just give up. And I'm like, son, I'm not giving up. And he's 26, 27. Been in the service. Very proud of him. I respect him. Wholeheartedly respect him. But sometimes I wonder, it bothers me that I know the Navy has taught him a lot of shit. How to be resilient, how to survive, how to get through shit. There's only so much people can teach you. And the rest has to come from up there. Go within. Understand and understand, as Grace would say. Thank you, Grace. I love saying that shit. Understand and understand. But anyway, he texts me, Mom, how are you going to be a good grandma if you don't have a car? How are you going to see your grandson if you don't have a car? Mind you, they live the next street over. It take 15 minutes to walk there, if that. They have car, I really can't see my grandson unless I have a car. I just don't know what you're going to do, Mom. You're just giving up. I hate to see you just give up. And I'm like, son, I texted back. And this is all over text messages, right? I'm like, I'll never give up. I don't give up. I mean, I do give up what happens to me, but I pray. I should be a monk by now, or a nun. Maybe not that nun. But, but I'm just like, I can't see my grandkid because I don't have a... You're right next to... You're right down the street. And I'm not... So I guess to be qualified to see your grandkid, I need a car. No reaction. No reaction. No reaction. Don't react. That's what they want. Don't react. Okay, didn't happen. No reaction. My mom. Since that happened, like I said, and I was upset. There was no upset, because none of my family wanted to help me out, and Christmas was coming up. Nobody offered rides to go to Mom's. Hey, you want to go to Mom's Christmas? No. Oh, we're having Mom's Christmas in like 2 hours. I'm not ready. Is somebody picking me up? No. Don't react to it. They want you to react. I'm just going to set that down so I can talk. So, reaction didn't happen. Reaction didn't happen. So, I guess they got to try something else. So, this and the X back in. You're this, you're that, you're a piece of shit, you're blah, blah, blah. Bunch of crap. Mind you, we didn't get back together, but he used it like, oh, you used me for getting your food. I mean, he did help me a little bit with, food and stuff, because I was just, no transportation, no money, no food. It was just not cool. No cigarettes. I know, I need to go with it on that too. But, so he came by and we had Thanksgiving and then done shit. And then when my car got took, again, I had to reach out after I tried to cut ties again. I hate doing that because I'm not trying to screw with people's hearts, but it's obvious. There's no affection, like I love yous. It's just, I had some good times, good laughs. Joked about some stuff, but spirituality is just, it's not equally yoked. If it's not equally yoked, not saying one's higher than the other, but if vibration's off here and the vibration's off here, it's like beating your head against the wall. It's just not going to work very easily. I figured this out. I felt this. Felt me slipping back from my spirituality a little bit. We talk about stuff, but it was just, I wasn't reading my cards. I quit reading my Bible. I quit watching, things that, lift your vibration, to give you knowledge, like stuff that's going on in the world and stuff. It's just, watching music videos, which is all cool and shit. I mean, you all kind of have to sometimes you got to take a little, you can't unsee. You can't unsee. This eye's open and it's staying that way. So, football. Even when my internet went out a couple days ago, I wouldn't watch football. Laffy Taffy. Never watched football unless my ex was here. My ex-husband, he watched it. The guys watch it. I never watch football. I turn it on, so I'm like, I'll watch live TV. No big deal. I can still do hotspot if I need to watch anything on the internet or a movie. Solve it. I know my family's waiting. Like, don't she need money? Don't she need money? She ain't got no income. That was another. You can't see your grandson without any income. I can walk down the fucking street. It don't take no gas to walk down the street. And I'm like, anyway, not reacting. So, after this car thing, and I was told that I won't be able to see my grandkid. Okay, she's not reacting too well. She's not flipping out like we're expecting her to do and cry like I was doing the other day. Got to pull myself back to pray. Just pray. Pray. It works, okay? Again, I made jokes about myself being adopted or being not part of this blood in this family. Ha 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 ha. Just laugh, and I'm like, I keep throwing this up just to wait and say, you're not adopted. And that's not being said. And again, don't react. Just chill, okay? Chill. Oh, this gets so much better. I'm watching football, right? I'm sorry, I'm scattered a little bit. Should have my notebook. And I watched this, I think it was Ravens or something. Thrasher was the last name of the Brown. And I think Ravens was Stevens, which is my last name is Stevenson. But Thrasher tried to stomp Stevens' ass. And I'm like, Thrasher and Stevens? I'm like, is that funny? He's trying to thrash it. Don't thrash. For my cigarette now. You're not going to thrash me or make me flip out or lose out. I mean, it's human emotions, and we're entitled to have human emotions just like I did the other day. I think it's been like 20 days. Anyone? I don't know. It's been about 2-3 weeks ago. It's been a while since I've been on here. But this has got to change because this is my job now. It was taking care of my mom, which that's another story. Oh, we might touch into that. It's gonna be a long video. So they seen I wasn't reacting to the car thing. Made it through. Got over to my mom's. She helped me out. Helped her out. Paid my bills. Utilities, and got some food. After the holidays, which I did not attend Christmas or Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, none of that. I don't even want to run with these people because I had 2 or 3 weeks before anything would happen to my car, and all of a sudden it just got took, and I'm like, I think somebody had something to do with it, because that morning I get a text, have a great day, hope everything's going okay, from my ex, and I'm like, my car was just took that morning, and now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, have a great day. I will. By the way, I need a ride to the store. Can you come up and help me out? Sure. After he's called me a liar, F you, leave me alone. Just, I don't reach out to him hardly at all. But anyway, he was all like, yeah, I'll be up there. Just give me I gotta take a shower. I'll be up there. Split lickety. Because, split lickety. They want me to reach out to other people. Financially, physically, to get me where I need to go, to handle my affairs, which sometimes we got to do that shit. In the position I was thrown in, that's what happened. But I overthink, and I'll sit here and overthink. I've overthought the last week. Well, I'm going to get on and talk about this. And I'll sit here, well, my makeup's not done, my hair's not done. Anyway, you got to overcome shit, and that's where I'm at. I'm overcoming shit, and it's a beautiful experience. It's hard. It's hard. Oh my God. But anyway, nobody's heard from Mom in a couple days. And here it is, the 1st of January. My sister texts me. And we can't, I don't have a car. I can't just run over there anymore and check on her. They live probably about 3 miles away. So they're a little bit, but if you can't get a hold of, and I can't get over there, why can't you just drive down and go see? Anyway, we called. Nobody's answering. Mom can't hear very well. So we're figuring, well, she just can't hear. She's taking a nap. Still check on her. Mind you, this happens every New Year's. Something happens. There's a fall. There's a catastrophe. The furnace goes out. The oven goes out. The holiday. Every season of holidays, something has happened for the last 3 or 4 years. Catastrophe. Oh my God. And not to put my mom, but she likes attention. I mean, I guess who doesn't like attention? Nobody could get a hold of her, right? Sister, you gotta figure out. We're gonna call police and do a wellness check. I'm the closest one with the key to her house. So I'm like, the cop's gonna come over and key and do a wellness check. Okay. So that he comes over, bam, bam, bam. This is my Evansburg police. I'm okay. Thank God I'm on the right side of that. I'm not doing drugs and doing fucked up now. So okay, you're my friend. Okay, let's go. First time in the back of the cruiser. Oh my God, criminals have a rough. It was an SUV police car, right? I jump in the back of that thing like, what, they gonna have cushion in the back seat? No, that fucker's plastic. Dude, I about broke my ass. Oh my God. I'm like, it was funny, but, worried about my mom. We don't know. She's not answering the phone. Nothing's, I got the key, got the cop, and here we go down the road. And we're talking like, yeah. So she was asking me the last time I seen her. I said I'd talked to her a couple of days, but since my car got to... the calls stopped. It used to be a call every day. How you doing? Hey, come over. Hey. Quit hearing from her. Quit hearing from anybody. Everybody just pulled back. I guess they're waiting for me to freak out. So we're driving over to Mom's. Just a mile down the road. Get up there. Unlock the door, and I hear the water running in the kitchen. I'm like, oh, she must be doing the dishes, and me and the police officer walk in the door. This is where it gets weird. She has fell before, but this time she has laid down on the floor, covered up, placed a thing of water next to her head, pulled her skirt up. I don't understand this skirt thing. Had her skirt all the way up around her waist. And I'm like, she's laying there with her pins and stuff. I mean, she's 88, so she's wearing her Depends. And me and the cop are standing there like, how long did you fall? What? I kind of confused, which was concerning. There's no marks on her. We didn't touch her. The police officer's calling the ambulance. The paramedics can help her out, see what's going on. But it was like she just lay down on the floor, covered up. The water's not spilled. Water's just sitting by her head. And it's like, well, when did you fall? When did you get on the floor? I've lived here 47 years, and it's, well, she's got some dementia, so maybe she's not understanding. Confirmation. So, but she's not, I think she was expecting me and my ex-boyfriend to be over there, and it was the cop, and he's not, my ex-boyfriend, he's, kind of tall and shit, and looked different than the cop. Cop's probably a little taller than me, he's in his, police outfit, uniform and stuff, and she goes over and she looks, she goes, who's that? And I'm like, why are you looking like you saw a ghost? She sees the cop standing there, and it's like, I don't understand why. It's like, she acted very nervous when the cop was there. And anyway, we called the ambulance. The ambulance comes. Nothing's broke, nothing's scathed, nothing's, like, she just laid down on the floor. I'm my son's on the phone. Where was you at Christmas? What happened to you? I'm like, we're talking a time at hand. It's January 1st, and they're trying to figure out what happened to my mom. Our mom. Whatever. And I'm like, we're not here to talk about what happened at New Year, Christmas. We're here to help Mom out. So we're calling my brother. I'm calling my sister. I was the only one down there. So they're taking Mom to the hospital, and I'm like, I'm not getting stuck up there. She's not, it's not, borderline stuff. It was just like she just laid down. Didn't see any visible energy, didn't have any visible energy. Blood pressure's a little up. She's just confused. She's thinking she's coming home in a couple days. She's like, I can't stay by myself, which is, you know. But she's very hard to live with. I would never live back with my mom. I would figure it out. But me going down there was fine with me, the way it was happening. Oh, she's good too. She's good too. Divine, what's her name? Comic endings. Yeah, she's good. Pretty much right on. All these people are on it. I mean, as far as the people trying to, you know, knock you down and everything, but anyway, back to the mom story. I go back home, you know, calm down a little bit. She's at the hospital. She took care of. My brother's going to be there the next day. So I get a phone call the next day from my brother. Well, this is it. This is it. This is the last hurrah. I'm making breakfast. I'm like, excuse me. Again, they want you to react. And like, this is my mom, and if she was that bad, which I thought, I know she wasn't, you would react, of course, right? Yep, she ain't making it back. This is the last hurrah. She ain't getting out. She's almost gone. Almost gone. She wasn't almost gone when the policeman found her. So I'm like, how in the hell did she get... Which, I know things can happen. But just really spread this out. I'm coming down there in a few hours, 2 or 3 hours. I can pick you up and go see her. Which is fine. That's cool. If she's dying, why are you picking me up in 3 hours? Anyway, I didn't react. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm making a sandwich. Come get me. Get up there. She's talking. She wants to talk about money. Money. What are we going to do with the money? Well, I hope nobody gets to my house and gets the money. And she accuses me all the time of just the most craziest things. She told me that she got mugged when we went shopping the other day. And I'm like, Mom, I was with you the whole time. You didn't get mugged. Nobody took your money. Just go pray. Do you know how to pray? No, I can't get down on my knees. I can't pray. Where's my money? And I'm like, nobody's took your money. And my brother's like the executor of her state, you know. So he's getting all them financial stuff together. I don't fool with that. I was just there to help her out when she needed help. And he's wanting me to react again. I'm losing her. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I didn't react. He's like, well, I'll be there in a couple hours. So he can pick me up to go to the hospital. She's not hooked up on any machines except like a blood pressure monitor and just like a heart thing, but it wasn't even hooked up to the machine. It's like, I hope she's not doing this for attention, but it's every year, the same time every year. It's like all the family leaves and it's not there, and I get people getting lonely. But just, you don't have to fake falling, fake injuries. You don't do that. But I'm not 88, so I can't see. I don't know how her mind works or whatever. But, yeah, hella ancestors working on the other side to help us out, because I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. This is gonna be. I have to document this because I've never been in this position before. So that eliminates my job, eliminates my transportation. I'm still here. By the grace of God. I guess I'm supposed to show you how God works. At the hospital, Mom's looking at me. My brother gets a phone call. He's out in the hallway. She looks over at me. She goes, am I losing you? Huh? Is somebody taking you away? Excuse me? We have a moment by ourselves and you're going to ask me. I'm like, nope, not yet. She's so afraid. I'm just going to up and leave. Because I told her, if I had money in the bank, I wouldn't be here. I am done with this town, these people, these family members that I don't... My sons are my sons. But I don't know about these people because of all the shit that's happening right now to me. It's just, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. And I step back a little bit. Like I always talk about stepping back. You gotta step back. We're all guilty of not stepping back and living in the moment. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Calm down. Wasu. What is it? Meditate. That's my lucky coin. My pinnacle. Anyway, but she's like, am I losing you? Not yet. brother's making fun of my car being gone. Yeah, I'm going to get mom's car and driving around and park my car in the garage and make sure her car's okay. And I'm thinking, I still don't have a car. So now you got your car parked in mom's garage and you're going to drive her car around. Reaction. They want a reaction. So I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, well, I said, when I get my next car, I said, it'd be nice. I said, I don't know how to drive a stick, but I'll learn. Well, how are you going to get a car? You ain't got no money in the bank. You ain't got no money. I'm like, I got money in the bank. I just haven't got to it yet. Reaction. They want reaction. Granted, it's negative 11 in the bank, but I'm not letting them know. They know now. I got, a couple dollars that my mom had paid me about a week or two ago. And, I'm all right. Kind of. Anyway, it'd be cool. 30 minutes. Let me pick another card. But yeah, it's reaction. They want reaction. They want reaction so they can drag you down, so they can giving charity. She's, paying me basically to help her out. Be over there every day, check her blood pressure, check her, make sure she needed to go somewhere. I take her to the bank, take her to the store. Well, now I'm kind of in the position my mother's in. I'm waiting for somebody to take me to the store and take me to... It flip-flops. But again, reaction. Mind you, I'm not going to lay on the floor and tell somebody to come, I'm alone. Just come over and hit with me. And I'm not knocking her age, because when you're that old, you kind of pretty much have to take everything, you can cry wolf, but anything can happen when you're that old. But let me shuffle this deck. I'm curious to see. But there's so much. I got my notebook here and I write on it every day. And when I'm more put together here, I'll go over some of that stuff, because stuff comes in my mind and goes out my mind quick. So I write it down. I write everything down. I write down my affirmations. I am love. I am peace. I am abundant. I write it every day, 3 times in the morning, every day. I probably should write it more, but every day. You do it every day, it becomes a habit. You start doing that kind of stuff, good things become a habit, right? But here I am today. It's been told she probably might not ever come home. She'll have to have a homemade and all that. So I'm not sure where this leaves me. I'm here to teach, I believe. I'm here to show people what God can do when you are at your lowest, when people try to screw with you so bad and harass you and do their best to make you feel like shit, that you can still get through it. Don't succumb to their, you're this and you're that, and you ain't got this, and you know what, maybe I don't have that today, but maybe tomorrow I'll have it. Or maybe I'll have a new car. Maybe I'll have a new house. Maybe I won't be in this town no more. Maybe I'll be living with my husband. Maybe, which I don't even have a boyfriend, but hey, I'm dreaming big. I'm ready to get married. Marriage! Yay, marriage! I know it's coming, and they don't like it. And things have been said about